Okay, Caribbean people, today we're keeping it simple again in the kitchen. And we're going to be doing some shark. We have some chunks of shark that's been filleted and seasoned right here. I'm going to use 3 nice pieces. Put this piece away. And we're going to cut this into strips. If you guys don't like shark and you want to use dolphin, I would say use kingfish or tuna instead, because the dolphin would fall apart. It's so flaky and tender. So we got some cabbage here, we got some carrots that we've already prepared. I'm going to cut my carrots in cubes. And something we're going to be doing on the show as of today, we're going to be giving you a new word, a culinary word, so you learn something different on every segment. The idea of the show is that you learn how to utilize local produce in a variety of ways, and you learn something culinary, yeah? So we're doing some carrots, so we're going to cube some carrots to go with our shark. This little stove is not a very powerful stove, so what we do, we use it for, starting things off. If we need to go to a higher heat, we'll go to the master blaster over there, okay? But for starters, a little olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, you can use regular oil, you can use butter, whatever makes you happy. I like a lot of butter. Fresh olive oil. We're going to throw in our carrots, because carrots take a little time to cook. And then we're going to throw in our shark next, and then we're going to throw in our cabbage to the end, because cabbage can almost be eaten raw, as you guys probably know. Yeah? So the cabbages ahead. Let's get a spoon that's not wet so we don't get any splattering of the oil. So I said we always got to be thinking when we're cooking, when we're creating stuff, when we're putting in ingredients. We're going to be putting in carrots and cabbage. We know the carrots are probably going to take longer to cook. Okay, so our carrots are going. We're going to throw in our shark now. In goes the shark. Alright. Now we're going to throw in some onions. Nice healthy portion of onion. We're going to throw in a tad of jeera, not too much. We're going to put a little bit of, a couple pieces of star anise. A nice generous portion of garlic. You don't want to put your garlic too early so it starts to burn. We're going to put a little sprig of rosemary. And I've told you before that rosemary is very pungent. So you don't want to put large amounts of rosemary because you're not going to be able to take it out. Small bit of rosemary just to create that nice aroma. A little piece of bay leaf. And some fresh celery. I'm going to use the stem of the celery as opposed to the leaves. You notice it still has its rubber band on it, so just cut it off right here. I'm going to use some of the stems. Put the leaves away. Fresh celery stems. And let's get cooking. Smells wonderful. So you can remember the ingredients I put in there. I put them in really slowly. I think we're ready for our cabbage now. In goes our cabbage. And these are handy little chopping boards. You can buy them. You can get them 3-4 in a packet at your hardware stores. So you keep your board clean after you fabricated your fish or your chicken, so you don't get any cross contamination. Okay. Okay. So we almost got like a stir fry going there. We can keep it nice and dry like that, and nice and luscious when it finished cooked. Or we can make it a nice juicy stew. We can add some tomato product to that or whatever. I like my dishes like this. Nice and dry. We're going to add just a little tomato juice just to create a different dimension. I'm going to let that dry up a bit so that the A little bit of juice can caramelize down there and create some more interesting flavors. So we got some shack and carrots going on there. You can serve that with some nice breadfruit. You can serve it with some pasta or pasta, whatever makes you happy, okay? I'm gonna do some refried breadfruit to serve that with so we have a nice starch. Let's get my pan nice and hot because our entree is almost done. Our dish is almost done. Our pan is heating up behind us for our refried breadfruit that we're going to serve this with. I'm going to put in a little bit of butter. I love butter. Just to finish it and make it nice and rich. And 1 large leaf of basil, fresh basil. This is the large leaf basil. You've seen the small ones. I've introduced you to every type of basil that's available. So there's no excuse to say, oh, I don't know what that is, or I can't find that. Yes, you can. Fresh basil into our dish. And we're good to go. Okay, we're just about done. Our pan is getting hot on the other side. I'm going to get some breadfruit. Some nice breadfruit that we had this afternoon that we've diced and it's cooked, so we're just going to refry it. I love refried potatoes, and refried breadfruit tastes just as good. Okay, so let's get a pan with a little bit of oil. Not too much. We're going to refry our breadfruits. Come on, breadfruit boys. Okie-doke. Alright, now our dish is almost coming together. And I'm ready to do some plating. We're going to throw in a little butter to finish this. Get some nice color on it. Fresh seasoning peppers for color. Okay. And we finish with some basil and a little red chili pepper for heat. A little red chili pepper for heat and some fresh basil. Alright guys, let's go. So let's create a center cavity for our fish stew that we're running in there. Let's try to keep our vegetables square in our plate because we have a nice square plate. Hey, come on, stay there, bad boy. Let's get a couple pieces there. Okay, and in comes our stew. Oh, beautiful. Put some fresh peppers over this bad boy, a nice sprig of basil to garnish. There we go. Paprika around the plate, accentuate it, and we're good to go. And maybe we could just serve that with a slice of avocado, or you could have prepared an avocado salad ahead of time. Everything is in cubes already, so why don't we just cube our avocado too? Just place it on the plate nicely, so we have different textures and flavors to fool around with. Some nice avocado. There we go. Fool around with these. So Caribbean people, I think we're finished now. You have a nice shack of carrots and cabbage, some refried breadfruit and some avocado. Got a nice interesting platter. Caribbean people, go for it. Let's eat local, let's eat healthy, let's teach our young ones how to utilize all our local products so we could keep the import bill down, help the government, help the economy, and stay nice and fit like Chef Robbie. How's that? See you guys in the next segment. We love you. Peace and love.